Hello friend, my name is Ravindra and welcome to all of you my channel IntExpert. Today we are going to learn the new topic, that is the JavaScript. JavaScript, as all of you know, the JavaScript is used for the various purposes. So today we will see the JavaScript interview questions. So what are the ways of defining a variable in JavaScript? So there are three ways of defining the variable in JavaScript. First is the var. This is used to declare a variable and the value can be changed at the later time within the JavaScript code. Second is const. We can also use this declare or define variable, but the value, as the name implies, it constant throughout the JavaScript program and cannot be modified later. Let. Third one is the let. This mostly implies that the value can be changed at later time within the JavaScript code. Second is what are the closures in JavaScript. Closures provide a better and concise way of writing JavaScript code for the developers and programmers. Closures are created whenever a variable that is defined outside the current scope is accessed within the current scope. Let's just take the example. We are consider the one function name is hello and we are passing the argument as a name. Then we can write the variable message hello, then concatenate with the name, then we will return the function again hello, and in that we can write the console.log and print the message. Then this is the function. Then we can generate the closure for this function. We can write then again variable hello world is equal to hello, then we are passing double quotes argument as a world. Then we can use the closure like that hello world, then calling that function. So in this way we can call the closure. Then next is explain the hoisting in JavaScript, and then we also take with the example. Basically hoisting in JavaScript is the default process of behavior of moving declaration of all the variables and functions and on top of the scope, where scope can be either local or global. Let us take the example. Suppose we are taking the function as a hoisted function. These function are declared at top of the scope. Then function hoisted function console.log hi there. Then we take the another example. We will take the hoisted variable. So let hoisted variable equal to 5. Then we are writing the console.log hoisted variable. This outputs 5 through the variable is declared after the its initialized variable hoisted variable. Then what is the difference between event bubbling and event capturing? Basically these are the two concepts of event bubbling and event capturing. Let us see. Event bubbling propagates the event from the innermost element to the outermost, and while event capturing or capturing phase start from the outermost element and propagates inward. The use capture parameter in add event listener control this. What is the shallow copy and deep copy in JavaScript? Basically we are see the first shallow copy. Shallow copy occurs when you copy the reference of an object to a new variable. In this process only the top level properties are copied, while nested objects or arrays will still reference the original memory location. This means that if you change the nested properties in one object, those changes will reflect in the other because they share the same memory locations or same memory reference. Deep copy. A deep copy, on the other hand, creates a completely independent copy of the object, including all nested objects or arrays. This ensures that changes made to one object do not affect the other. Each object is stored in a separate memory location, making them entirely independent. Third one is the Lodash to deep copy. Lodash is a JavaScript library that provides multiple utility functions, and one of the most commonly used functions of the Lodash library is the clone deep method. This method helps in the deep cloning of the object and also clones the non-serializable properties, which were a limitation in the JSON.singify approach. Then currying in JavaScript. Let us take with the currying with example. In JavaScript, when a function of an argument is the transform into the functions of one or more arguments is called currying. Let's take the example. We are having the function add, and we are passing the parameter as a. Then we are return the function again b. In that we also return a plus b, addition of both the arguments or parameters. Then we can call that function as add. We are passing the two parameters as 3 and 4. This concept is called currying. So what is debouncing? Debouncing is a technique used to control how many times we allow a function to be executed over time. When JavaScript function is debounced with a wait time of x millisecond, it must wait until after x millisecond have elapsed since the debounce function was last called. Then what is the difference between call and apply methods? Basically both methods are used in different situations. First of all, we see the call method. Call method is call the method taking the owner object as an argument. The keyword this refers to the owner of the function or the object it belongs to, and we can call a method that can be used on different objects. Then apply method. The apply method is used to write methods which can be used on different object. It is different from the function call because it takes argument as an array. Then what is destructuring? Destructuring is a JavaScript expression that allows you to extract data from arrays, objects and maps and assign it into new variables. Then what is higher order function? We can also take the example. Higher order functions are the functions that take function as arguments and return them by operating on other functions. Let us take the example. We are take the example of function higher order, and we can pass the parameter as fn. Then we call this again fn as a function. Then we can write high order function. Then console.log we can print the hello world. Then what are the data types in JavaScript? JavaScript data types are categorized into the two parts, that is primitive and non-primitive types. First of all, we see the primitive data types. The predefined data types provided by JavaScript language are also known as primitive data type. Primitive data type are also known as inbuilt data types. The primitive data types are numbers, strings, boolean, symbol, undefined, null and big int. Then second is non-primitive data types. The data types that are derived from primitive data type are known as non-primitive data types. It also known as derived data type or reference data type. Example: object, function and arrays. What are object prototypes? Following are the different object prototypes in JavaScript that are used to inherit particular properties and method from the object.prototype. First is date object are used to inherit the properties from the date prototype. Math object are used to inherit the properties from the math prototype. Array object are used to inherit the properties from array prototype. Then what are the array functions? What are the arrow function. Arrow function are short and concise way of writing function in JavaScript. The general syntax of an arrow function is as follows: constant hello world, then we then write the console.log, then hello world. What is closure versus callback? Callbacks are the functions that are passed into another function as an argument, where closures are functions that are nested in other functions. How to prevent event propagation in JavaScript? The stop propagation method prevents the propagation of the same event from being called. Propagation means bubbling up to parent element or capturing down to the child element. Let us take the example. Suppose function func1, we can passing event as a argument, then alert div1, then we can write the event dot stop propagation method here to stop the propagation for further. For instance, consider a button within a clickable div. Without stop propagation, clicking the button would also trigger the click event on the div. By using the stop propagation, you ensure that only the button's click event is processed, enhancing the event control and preventing the unintended side effect of your JavaScript application. What is the difference between view state and session state? View state, first of all, it is specific to a single page in a session, and session state, it is user specific that can access all the data on the web pages. So if you are like this, thank you for watching this JavaScript interview question video, and please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel IntExpert. Thank you.